AI opportunities for brands, innovation in Gen Z nightlife, and utilising TikTok trends. That and more on today's episode.
Want to know what's next? For over 2 decades, we've led the world's most influential brands to create the right products at the right time for tomorrow's consumer. This is WGSN's Client Questions Answered.
Hello and welcome to the show where our experts from around the globe unpack your biggest challenges. I'm Carla Bizarchi, CEO at WGSN. Let's get started. Our first question comes from a client asking, how can brands utilise AI programs like ChatGPT? A very timely question. Let's hear from Joe McDonnell, WGSN's Director for Insight and Lifestyle. Over to you, Joe.
The interest in AI has absolutely exploded in the last 5 months, and brands have been left wondering, how safe is this technology? Should we be using it? And how should we be using it? Unfortunately, the first answer isn't that simple. First up, it's crucially brands understand the legal frameworks that they're operating in. With more questions about copyright and artist work from generative AI tools, no brand wants to take a risk in this space. So ensure you've had the proper discussions internally. Next up, experiment. It's early days. We compare the space to the early days of social media. Consumers are interested in AI and brands are feeling out what works and what doesn't. So really experiment. We saw Martini launch a campaign using Mid-Journey technology to generate 9 images of martinis, and the campaign was prompted on flavors and unique characteristics of the drinks. Patron Tequila recently did something similar to generate margaritas for National Margarita Day, while This American Life, the podcast, The Ghost in the Machine, uses AI technology to help write the memoir of a family member's passing. One of the best use cases I've seen is to use ChatGPT to prompt thinkers into considering different viewpoints about brands. So it's all about prompt here. What are some of the reasons to purchase my brand? What are some of the perceptions of my brand? What's an unusual viewpoint of my brand? Use prompts to bring about different ways of thinking and then iterate, discuss, and crucially, add a human viewpoint to it and see where you end up.
Thank you, Joe. Our next question comes from a client asking, Gen Z's approach to nightlife is giving rise to new drink trends and innovations. What do these look like? We're going to head to New York to hear from Claire Lancaster, our head of food and drink. Take it away, Claire.
As young consumers return to the nightlife scene, their new approach to bar and club culture is creating new product development opportunities both in and out of the home. From sober sips to herbal party companions, mixologists and brands are creating mocktails and spiritless cocktails that stand up to the original alcoholic versions with complex flavors and creative formats. Beverages like tea and coffee are also moving further into the nightlife space, as consumers look for products that allow them to stay up and party into the night without the ill effects of alcohol. Concepts like Cali Sober, abstaining from alcohol but consuming stimulants including THC or CBD, as well as other emerging herbals, where they're legal, are also emerging as opportunities in the drink space. And of course, while many young consumers are abstaining from alcohol, it remains a key product category in the nightlife space.
Perfect. Thank you, Claire. For more information, you can check out our food and drink team's report on alternative nightlife drinks for 2024, from after-hours tea to herbal party companions. Our final question for today comes from a client asking, we admittedly don't know too much about TikTok, so how can we utilise the app and where do we even start? For this, we're heading to Los Angeles to hear from Cynthia DePiro, our Director of Sales. Over to you, Cynthia.
You're definitely not alone in thinking about the best use case and strategy to understand when and how to begin, especially when a platform like TikTok comes on the scene, stays on the scene, and your mind immediately goes to, I know we need to show up in this space as a company and a brand, but what does that look like? Within our TikTok marketing toolkit, we call out that TikTok itself has evolved from a social media platform to an entertainment hub with 1 billion monthly active users. The user engagement alone yields a strong investment case, suggesting consumer longevity that will impact multiple industries. So in your experimenting stage, take it slow and outline your own goals of what success for you would look like in the first year. Starting with tracking relevant hashtags on the platform to see what small steps you can take to organically become a part of the conversation, and also what audience you want to connect with that align with those company goals. Select topics that make sense and where you can add value. And then from there, you can also leverage marketing guides that TikTok provides to help launch in-app campaigns. So start small, find organic topics to participate in, and leverage the tools to grow from there.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. Well, that's it for this week. If you have any questions or comments that you'd like answered, please pop them in the comments box for our team. I'm Carla Bazashi, and I'll see you next time.